Hello and welcome back to our Chronological Bible in a Year reading plan. And today is day 211 and we have Isaiah 54 through 58. Isaiah 54, start us off. Sing, O barren one, you who did not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, you who have not been in labor. For the children of the deserted one are more than the children of the married woman, said Yahuwah. Enlarge the place of your tent, and let them stretch out the curtains of your dwellings, spare not. Lengthen your cords, and strengthen your stakes. For you shall break forth to the right and to the left, and your seed inherit the nations, and make the deserted cities inhabited. Do not fear, for you shall not be put to shame, nor hurt, you shall not be humiliated. For the shame of your youth you shall forget, and not remember the reproach of your widowhood any more. For your Maker is your husband, Yahuwah of hosts is his name. And the Kadosh one, which means the Holy One or the set-apart one, of Yisrael is your Redeemer. He is called the Elohim of all the earth. For Yahuwah has called you like a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, like a wife of youth when you were refused, declares your Elohim. For a little while I have forsaken you, but with great compassion I shall gather you. In an overflow of wrath I hid my face from you for a moment, but with everlasting kindness I shall have compassion on you, said Yahuwah your Redeemer. For this is the waters of Noah to me. In that I have sworn that the waters of Noah would never again cover the earth. So have I sworn not to be wroth with you, nor to rebuke you. For though the mountains be removed and the hills be shaken, my kindness is not removed from you, nor is my covenant of peace shaken, said Yahuwah who has compassion on you. O you afflicted one, tossed with storm and not comforted, see, I shall lay your stones in emeralds, and your foundations with sapphires, and shall make your battlements of rubies, your gates of crystal, and all your walls of precious stones, and all your children taught by Yahuwah, and the peace of your children great. In righteousness you shall be established, far from oppression, for you shall not fear, and from ruin, for it does not come near you. See, they shall indeed assemble, but not because of me. Whoever shall assemble against you falls for your sake. See, I myself have created the blacksmith who blows the coals in the fire, who brings forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall prove wicked. This is the inheritance of the servants of Yahuwah, and their righteousness from me, declares Yahuwah. That's a powerful verse. 55. O everyone who thirsts, come to the waters, and you who have no silver, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without silver and without price. Why do you weigh out silver for what is not bread, and your labor for what does not satisfy? Listen to me, and eat what is good, and let your being delight itself in fatness. Incline your ear and come to me. Hear so that your being lives, and let me make an everlasting covenant with you, the trustworthy kindnesses of David. See, I have given him as a witness to the people, a leader and a commander for the people. See, a nation you do not know, you shall call, and a nation who does not know you runs to you, because of Yahuwah your Elohim, and the Kadosh one of Yisrael, for he has adorned you. Seek Yahuwah while he is to be found, call on him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return to Yahuwah, who has compassion on him, and to our Elohim, for he pardons much. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares Yahuwah. Another one of my favorite verses. For as the Shamayim, which is the heavens, are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. For as the rain comes down and the snow from the Shamayim, and do not return there, but water the earth, and make it bring forth and bud, and give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so is my word that goes forth from my mouth. It does not return to me empty, but shall do what I please, and shall certainly accomplish what I sent for. For with joy you go out, and with peace you are brought in. The mountains and the hills break forth into singing before you, and all the trees of the field clap the hands. Instead of the thorn the cypress comes up, and instead of the nettle the myrtle comes up. And it shall be to Yahuwah for a name, for an everlasting sign which is not cut off. Chapter 56. Thus said Yahuwah, guard right ruling, and do righteousness, for near is my deliverance to come, and my righteousness is to be revealed. Baruch, which means blessed, is the man who does this, and the Son of Man who lays hold on it, guarding the Shabbath, lest he profane it, and guarding his hand from doing any evil. And let not the son of the foreigner who has joined himself to Yahuwah speak, saying, Yahuwah has certainly separated me from his people, nor let the eunuch say, Look, I am a dry tree. For thus said Yahuwah, to the eunuchs who guard my Shabbathoth, and have chosen what pleases me, and hold fast to my covenant. To them I shall give in my house and within my walls a place and a name better than that of sons and daughters. I give them an everlasting name that is not cut off. Also the sons of the foreigner who join themselves to Yahuwah to serve him and to love the name of Yahuwah, to be his servants, all who guard the Shabbath and not to profane it, and hold fast to my covenant, them I shall bring to my Kadesh mountain, and let them rejoice in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and their slaughterings are accepted on my altar, for my house is called a house of prayer for all the peoples. The Adon, which means the Master, Yahuwah, who gathers the outcasts of Israel, declares, I still gather to him besides those who are gathered to him. All you beasts of the field come to devour, all you beasts in the forest. His watchmen are blind, all of them, they have not known. All of them are dumb dogs, unable to bark, dreaming, lying down, loving to slumber. And the dogs have a strong appetite, they never have enough. And they are shepherds, they have not known understanding. All of them look to their own way, everyone for his own gain, from his own end. Come, let me bring wine and fill ourselves with strong drink, and tomorrow shall be as today, even much greater. Chapter 57. The righteous one has perished, and no one takes it to heart. And kind men are taken away, while no one understands that the righteous one is taken away from the presence of evil. He enters into peace. They who walk in integrity rest on their beds. But come here, you sons of the sorceress, you offspring of the adulterer and the whore. Against whom are you sporting? Against whom do you make a wide mouth and stick out the tongue? Are you not children of transgression, offspring of falsehood, being inflamed with mighty ones under every green tree, slaying the children in the valleys under the clefts of the rocks? Among the smooth stones of the stream is your portion. They are your lot. Also to them you have poured a drink offering, you have offered a grain offering. Am I comforted in these? On a high and lofty mountain you have made your bed. There too you went up to make an offering. Also behind the doors and their posts you have made your remembrance. For you have departed from me and have gone up to them. You have made your bed wide and made a covenant with them. You have loved their bed, where you saw their hand. And you went to the sovereign with ointment and increased your perfumes. And you sent your messengers far off and lowered yourself even to the grave. You have wearied yourselves with your many wanderings, yet you did not say, I give up. You have found the life of your hand, therefore you were not grieved. And of whom have you been afraid or feared, that you have lied and not remembered me, nor taken it to your heart? Have I not been silent, even from of old, and you have not revered me? Let me declare your righteousness and your works, for they do not profit you. When you cry out, let your collection of idols deliver you. But the wind shall bear them all away, and a breath take them. But he who takes refuge in me shall inherit the land and possess my Kadesh mountain. And one shall say, heap it up, prepare the way, take the stumbling block out of the way of my people. For thus declares the high and exalted one who dwells forever, whose name is Kadesh. I dwell in the high and Kadesh place, with him who has a bruised and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to revive the heart of bruised ones. For I would not strive forever, nor am I wroth forever, for the spirit would grow faint before me, even the beings I have made. For the wickedness of his unfair gain I was wroth, and I smote him. I hid myself and was wroth, and he went on backsliding in the way of his heart. I have seen his ways, but I heal him, and I lead him, and restore comforts to him and to his mourners, creating the fruit of the lips. Peace, peace to him who is far off and to him who is near, said Yahuwah, and I shall heal him. But the wicked are like the troubled sea, for it is unable to rest, and its waters cast up mud and dirt. There is no peace, said my Elohim, for the wicked. In chapter 58, cry aloud, do not spare. Lift up your voice like a ram's horn. Declare to my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me day by day, and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness, and did not forsake the right ruling of their Elohim. They ask of me rulings of righteousness, they delight in drawing near to Elohim. Why have we fasted, and you have not seen? Why have we afflicted our beings, and you took no note? Look, in the day of your fasting you find pleasure, and drive on all your laborers. Look, you fast for strife and contention, and to strike with the fist of wickedness. You do not fast, as you do this day, to make your voice heard on high. Is it a fast that I have chosen, a day for a man to afflict his being? Is it to bow down his head like a bulrush, and to spread out sackcloth and ashes? Do you call this a fast, and an acceptable day to Yahuwah? Is this not the fast that I have chosen? To loosen the tight cords of wickedness, to undo the bands of the yoke, to exempt the oppressed, and to break off every yoke? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and that you bring to your house the poor who are cast out, when you see the naked, and cover him, and not hide yourself from your own flesh? Then your light would break forth like the morning, your healing spring forth speedily, and your righteousness shall go before you. The esteem of Yahuwah would be your rear guard. Then when you call, Yahuwah would answer. When you cry, he would say, Here I am. If you take away the yoke from your midst, the pointing of the finger, and the speaking of unrighteousness, if you extend your being to the hungry and satisfy the afflicted being, then your light shall dawn in the darkness, and your darkness be as noon. Then Yahuwah would guide you continually, and satisfy your being in drought, and strengthen your bones. And you shall be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water whose waters do not fail. And those from among you shall build the old waste places, and you shall raise up the foundations of many generations. And you would be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in. If you do turn back your foot from the Shabbath, from doing your pleasure on my Kadesh day, and shall call the Shabbath a delight, the Kadosh of Yahuwah esteemed, and shall esteem it, not doing your own ways, nor finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words, then you shall delight yourself in Yahuwah, and I shall cause you to ride on the heights of the earth, and feed you with the inheritance of Jacob your father, for the mouth of Yahuwah has spoken. And I paused there for a second, because I believe I might have misread the beginning of verse 13. It says, if you do turn back your foot from the Shabbath. Yeah, I think I might have said if you do not. But either way, that concludes our reading for today. Thank you for joining, and I hope you're reading along. I encourage you to read for yourself, and may peace and blessings and love be upon you. See you in the next one.